It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay, I thought he said Monday.
Like mundane
My
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the home of the Cavaliers, Quicken Loans Arena, as we are in Cleveland, Ohio. And, of course, Tristan Thompson will need to find a way to overcome what he brought to this team.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
Good on the shot.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Turner. Ellis is out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Paul George, and it's Allen in at the 4 spot. Cleveland on defense. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
With my jumper, couldn't upgrade on that a lot.
Augustine against Irving.
Let's go, bro.
14 feet away. Here's Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Irving can't hit, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
I hate him.
It's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They needed to do a much better job of getting inside position, and if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboards.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Here's Jordan, and taken away by Ellis.
Are you?
Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance. And yes, sir, that one
No,
drops.
he did.
So
Of
far,
course,
so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Allen against Love. Screen by Ellis. And there's Paul George on the assist by Allen. 6 points for Paul George.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Ellis. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. The Pacers making the shot. Here's Love. Allen with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And he gets it to go.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here is Augustine.
He's not catching that.
14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. LeBron kicks to Jordan. Pacers with the rebound.
Kidding me, man?
Last time they met was in Indiana.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotaged them. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Here's Irving. The Pacers making the shot. The pass to James. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Pacers leading by 6.
I think it's my right arm slightly more.
Augustine dishes to Ellis. Here's Allen.
Like
Scored
Kevin
the
Love was
basket, his
boxing
second
out.
of
My
2
God,
attempts.
that's now
He was
4
the first
points
one to
already
react to
offensive
that
board.
miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
He's been a good one.
Ellis against Jordan.
Nothing.
Outside Irving. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now here is Augustine. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. They grab their own miss. LeBron with
LeBron's
the
like, I said, he's like, I have enough of it. And I was open for
It's
a dunk
Jordan
or
on the
whatever.
wing. Lets it fly. That's short off the rim.
Horrible.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That
I know,
is
I'm right with you,
not
commentary.
high IQ basketball.
Ain't that
Not
good.
at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Now here's Ellis. Following the miss by
Call
Freak.
getting
They
carried
set
away.
the
That's a
screen.
example of it.
Here's George. No luck. LeBron with some nice D.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every
that.
single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here is Irving. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Thank you.
And it's Jordan with the
That's what
jam.
happens when you put a bigger man on
The
him.
football. Check out those
That's
moves
one thing I always
in
have
the
is the
post
spin.
and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, GA.
Left this man lunging and reaching for air. That was
Exactly.
something else right
That's
there.
what Miles Turner was doing. He's reaching for it, thinking, man, I can't catch it to that great. It's too far away.
Nelson, the
So
big
far
men in the
behind.
league, didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. Second, Kevin Love.
And you know, there was a time in the league when a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility and spades. You got it.
So it's the Pacers now. The Cavaliers making the shot to the inside.
I thought about it before, but
Unloads from 13. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Cavaliers trail by 4.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jordan with it. Rodney Stuckey covering. Love with the screen on Stuckey. Now Jordan. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. 4 on the clock. The Pacers pull it in.
I can't consider
Allen's
that
got
even
his 5th rebound in
sort
this
of
one.
good.
And that one
He's got
gives
a
them
guy
a
who's
+5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're
Short
dominating
end,
that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here is Augustine.
Coach D'Antoni, I'm really
Shot
trying
down
hard
this
to really
cold
get
run.
myself going.
Jordan with the rebound. Dishes it to James. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Augustine. The dish to Turner. Feeds it to George. And that one's good. George has got 10.
He's looking pretty confident out there. I mean, 5 of 7 so far from the field. He's feeling it.
Irving kicks to Smith. Pass to Jordan. In the corner, Irving with it. In the corner, Smith with it. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
That's good from Allen on the assist by George. 6 points for Allen.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Augustine following the basket by LeBron James. Stuckey passes to Allen. George against Smith. Puts it up from 15, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for George. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 32 points, 12 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Carl Landry's checked in for Love. And it's Tony Roten in for Kyrie Irving. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw drops for Landry. And so it's Indiana with it. 3-point lead. Young dishes to Allen. On the wing, Stuckey. And so he earns a trip to the line.